to Live in the Solution. I'm your astrologer and tarot card reader, Mary Trimble, with your readings for December the 23rd through December the 29th. Listen, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you. If you are returning, thank you for your loyalty and support. And if you're new, I hope you enjoy these readings and that you will return. You will find all the other, this is for your sun, moon, and rising. It's a general reading. You'll find all the links to everything you need below, to all the other videos. If you're checking out your sun, moon, and rising, there'll be also skip times, because this is an intro, then there's the astrology report, and then the tarot reading, and all the skip times will be below. And also, I want to thank everyone who's subscribed, and I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe, if you could like these videos and share them. So without further ado, let's go to the astrology section of your reading, shall we? Hello and welcome to the astrology section of your reading. And there's just little things going on at the beginning of the week, but the major astrological event is happening on Thursday. Now, this can also be on Wednesday, which is Christmas Day. So happy Christmas, everyone. And I know that on Sunday, I'm recording these on Sunday, it is Hanukkah. So happy Hanukkah to those of you. And the day after Christmas, which is also known as Boxing Day in England, is Kwanzaa. So happy Kwanzaa to all of you who celebrate that. So on Thursday, the December the 26th, we have the new moon solar eclipse. It's a partial eclipse in Capricorn, and it happens at 12:13 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it is the 24th. It's happening on the 25th on Christmas Day in California, and it is happening in the UK at 5:13 a.m. on Boxing Day. Now, so this partial new moon solar eclipse happening in Capricorn is a very fortunate and lucky eclipse because it is connected to Jupiter, the planet of abundance and luck and good fortune, right? An expansion. So it's right next to it when this happens. So it's very fortunate. So the power of this new moon solar eclipse is tremendous because Jupiter will expand its power. I've already been feeling this aspect. Have you? I know I have had some quite fortunate things happen. I'm very happy. Gosh, listen, this is the last eclipse of the year, of the decade. We are ending a decade. There's a lot of energy when we switch from decade to decade. I can't believe that it's been 20 years since Y2K. I was just thinking about this the other day. If you are, some of you are too young to remember this, but 20 years ago, when we moved into a whole new century, there was a big fear of Y2K. There was, everyone was suspecting that computers would break down around the world and our whole lives would fall apart. And Y2K came and went without any kind of significant event. So we were fine, but it was so funny at the time how naive we were. Now, what else? Let's get back to the solar eclipse, shall we? New moons, as you know, are when or most of you know, is when the sun and the moon are conjunct, when they're together. And a conjunction is a very powerful astrological aspect. It's when the two planets that are conjunct are together. So it's very powerful. And not only that, we have this Jupiter conjunction too. So it's 3 planets. We've got let me see how many planets are in Capricorn right now. Let me check yes. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 planets in Capricorn. And by the end of the week, we will have 6. Not only do we have these 2 lights, right, our luminaries, the sun and the moon, conjoined, right, together, which is very powerful. At the same time, we've got the conjunction with Jupiter, as I mentioned, and we also have this lovely relationship with Uranus, which is this planet of sudden happenings and surprises. And because it's a lovely connection, we could get, surprise gifts. Listen, Jupiter is about expansion. So it's about energy. We're going to be energized, right? We're going to feel energetic. It's in a cardinal sign. So we're going to want to start things. It's a new moon. It's a brilliant time to start something, and perhaps a course in study, a business or a project or something new, and it's really important for us to have intentions and write them down at this time, and write them as if we are already experiencing them, because that is the law of attraction. So we really want to make sure that we write our intentions, right? Ask Santa Claus for our presents. Now, Capricorn is all about planning. It's about long-term goals. So really see the future. What do you want to happen in the next 5, 10, 15 years? We're going to have this energy and this urge to start things and to plan things. Taking action towards long-term goals will be extremely satisfying to us at this time. Resist any inclination that you may have to sit back and procrastinate. Resist that urge, because sometimes we don't want to take action out of fear sometimes, right? Much can be accomplished at this time, so make the most of what is available. Now, on Friday, the Sun is conjunct Jupiter exactly. So we're feeling this already, right? And then it's going to be exact on Friday. And also we'll feel it afterwards. We'll feel this lovely, massive energy influx. The Sun represents life force, right? And Jupiter will expand that force. So it's optimism, it's generosity. We will receive gifts and good fortune, and also we'll feel generous, and we'll be inspired to give and to be generous with others. With this boundless energy, you will be able to do everything. It's like you'll want to do everything. You want to start all kinds of projects and get things off the ground. So it's really, with this boundless energy, it is a good time to start a new course in study or business or project, like I said before, with the new moon. So this is all. You also need to be aware, though, that Jupiter is a planet of expansion. So if it will expand negativity. It may expand your waistline, the holidays. Resist the urge to take that second piece of cake or the helpings. And, also drinking too much. We have to drink responsibly during the holidays. Don't drink and drive. Make sure that you have a designated driver, or you, get a taxi home, Uber at home, whatever you need to do. So just be aware of that, and keep your thoughts and actions as positive and as just have integrity and be honest and upfront, and keep your side of the street clean. It's very important, because we have Saturn at play too during this time. Rules and regulations. You don't want to get caught out there. Now, on Saturday the 28th, Mercury moves into Capricorn. So now we have 6 planets in Capricorn, darling. And this is the planet, the sign of ambition, of, practicality, of planning ahead. So this is, the thought process. Mercury is about the thought process and communication. So it's, it's no frills. It's like, communicating, practically, and what's, without beating about the bush. Although when Mercury is in Capricorn, we're very cautious or very careful about what we say. So we're going to kind of be very, judgmental and perhaps skeptical of what people say. You may frown a lot. It's very, Mercury in Capricorn is very conservative, and can appear kind of cold and calculating at times. Capricorn doesn't want to waste time, wants to get to the point and move on. So it may be a little dismissive and judgmental at times. So because Mercury in Capricorn has a very clear sense of judgment. So that's not a bad thing at times, it just, to be a little more thoughtful and deliberate, but very practical. So without further ado, let's go to your tarot reading, shall we? Hello, Taurus, and welcome to the tarot card section of your reading for December the 23rd through the 29th. I believe we're at the end of the year already. What a year, darling. What a year. This is for Taurus. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Taurus for the week of December the 23rd through December the 29th? 3 cards for Taurus, please. 3 cards for Taurus. 3 cards for Taurus, please. There's 1, 2, 3. Okay. There we have it. And let's go to the clarifying cards for Taurus. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Taurus through these clarifying cards for December the 23rd through December the 29th? Please clarify. Oh, there you go. Please clarify. Okay, you've got 2 cards. Oh, there's too many there. Sorry. Way too many. I thought there was only 2 cards, but there was more. Let's do this again. Please clarify. Oh, there we are. And that is 2 cards. That's fine. And please clarify. Very interesting. Okay, guys, let's go to your card, shall we? The first card out for you is the Death card, clarified by the Strength card. Then you have the 5 of Cups, clarified by the 6 of Pentacles and the 2 of Swords. Then you have the Ace of Wands, clarified by the Ace of Wands. Double indemnity there, darling. Okay. So, the first card out for you is the Death card. This is a total transformation. This is you changing. It's like, it's an internal change. So it's the way you see things, how you perceive life, how you go forward. It's you could change careers and have a different kind of persona. You could become a mother. That's a total change. You go from being one person to being responsible for 2. It's kind of something like that. Sometimes I see this card as being in the hallway sometimes. So, you have to completely close the door behind you in order for the door in front to open up. So you are probably going through this transformation and change as we speak. Now, clarifying the Death card is the Strength card. Look, this is about having courage to go forward. It's about your strength is in being kind and compassionate. It's very important to, during this, look, when we're in the hallway, sometimes it's a difficult time. It's not easy because, we're waiting for the other door to open. Unfortunately, sometimes we don't completely close the door behind us. This can also mean, I just got relationships. So maybe you're kind of, you've ended a relationship of some sort for some of you, but not completely close the door on it. But in order to move forward, you need to close the door. But in a very kind and compassionate way. It's not about being dogmatic. It's not about being rude. It's about being kind and compassionate, and that's going to be your strength. There's courage in there too. You have to kind of have the courage to be honest and truthful with yourself as well as others. So, yeah, I'm getting this a very different. So you may have been in a relationship and then you become single. Or you're single and you're waiting for the next phase of your life. Whatever this is for you, it's, you have to interpret it in what that means for you. Now, the next card out is the Five of Cups, and this is about, looking at your glass half full. It's really lamenting about something that's gone, that's spilt. You can't get it. It's pointless in kind of wasting any energy on this, Taurus. When the Five of Cups comes in, it's asking you to focus on what you have. Keep the focus on what you actually have and be grateful. Gratitude will take you out of this, because this is not a nice feeling, of just like, oh, I don't have this. You're focusing on what you don't have. And what's gone and you can't have, it's gone. The milk, this card is known as crying over spilt milk. It's like, darling, that milk is gone. It's not coming back. So you need to move on and notice he's got two cups behind him. He's not even looking at them. He's not appreciating what he does have and focusing on that. And particularly at this time, we really have to focus on what we have. And clarifying the Five of Cups is the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is the service card. When we focus on being of service to others, of helping people, of being kind and compassionate, right? We're taken out of this. We're not focusing on what we don't have anymore. We're actually helping others and focusing on giving to others. Now, it doesn't have to be money. It doesn't have to be, it can be time. It can be energy. It can be, showing kindness to someone. This is the service card. And it's interesting, you've got the Two of Swords. This is a blockage. So I feel that you've been blocking your abundance almost from focusing on what you don't have. Constantly, the focus is on the have-nots as opposed to the haves. And you're being asked to take the blindfold off and really see the situation for what it is. Be truthful, be honest. There are always challenges. And it's interesting because the moon is in the background. The swords are all about intellect, but the moon is all about, emotions. So it's almost like you don't want to look at the truth in a situation. And that is what's blocking you. And it's almost like you haven't made a decision in some area of your life. And that is holding you back. It's blocking you from moving forward. So take the blindfold off. Take a look at the situation for what it is and deal with it. We're all going to kind of get these things that we have to deal with. Truths are going to come up for us, particularly when we move to this really huge astrological event that is happening in 2020, but more about that later. So we have to take the blindfold off. We've got to look at what's going on in our lives. And look, you've got this, so you've got this incredible potential. This is the Ace of Wands, and this is about a brilliant idea that can, it's like a spark of an idea, right? And it can, light a fire that can turn into a blazing fire. So this is potential. You have this, you may have this brilliant idea. And I think that it's very likely that you will, because you have both. You have two of these. So you've got this incredible new opportunity coming in. And it could be your idea, But you could really get this off the ground. And fire is passion, right? And it's, it's exciting. So you really want to kind of, what's the word I want to say? You want to act on this, and you want to write this down. These are intentions. Take your mind off what you don't have and focus on going forward. Have the courage to look forward, and and focus on your dreams and your wishes, Taurus, because this energy that we have surrounding us all right now can really benefit us in a great way. We have this, we have the cosmos behind us. Write your intentions down and make sure that you're passionate about it. You can really make things. In this one, there's a butterfly. There's definitely change coming in here, but a brilliant new change. So you have, this. It's almost like the old you is going and the new you is coming into play, and it is a good thing. Taurus, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like this video, share it, comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week. Hello guys, you are my die-hard fans. I really appreciate you. Thank you for staying all the way through to the end. I just wanted to tell you I have a Facebook group, and in that Facebook group I do a live feed every 2 weeks, and it corresponds with either the new moon or the full moon. And whoever attends, I look at their horoscope and see how they are receiving it. And I also have my tarot cards on hand to answer any questions. So it's a lovely group, like-minded people. We're all very positive and it's really uplifting. Such a lovely environment. So I hope that you will join my Facebook group. It is a private group, so you just need to ask permission to join and just answer a couple of questions. That's all. And you'll get in. Listen, guys, the 12-month readings are, a lot of people are getting them and they're really helpful. So take a look at my website. The link to that is below, and get a 12-month reading. And I throw in a little chart interpretation in there too, just some, things about your personality and good things to know, strengths and weaknesses. I throw that in. Just as a little special, a little special extra. It must be Jupiter expanding. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. I'll see you next week. Mwah! I love you all.